Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm here with my Triumph 400X Scrambler, and I went out last night to a celebration in the local community to celebrate Victory in Europe 2025, the 80th year, and got talking to a gentleman who was really interesting. I knew I should have taken the camera with me, but I didn't. And he was talking about bureaucracy. And we're going to be talking about bureaucracy on motorcycles and maybe a few wider things as we go for a ride. So come and join me and we'll take it from there. Before we go any further, can I please ask you to subscribe? 87% of my viewers are unsubscribed. If you find this useful, give it a like. And don't forget to order the Auchi screen for £135. The description's in the description. Go for it. It's a great little tool, even though this has got a copyright on it. The copyright's $250 now. It's just a waste of money, balanced against the Auchi. Please order one. I need the money. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, let's go for a little ride here in the hills of, well, hills, they're not hills, in Staffordshire. So, beautiful countryside. We're now in May of 2025. Just have a look at that. Rolling hills. Let this car come down. There we go. There we go. So yeah, had a really good conversation last night with a gentleman about 81 years of age, worked for the government in a sort of mid to senior role, and interesting what he was saying about bureaucracy. Well, let me just remind you, the channel is growing. We've currently got something like 5,300 subscribers. 87% of regular viewers are not subscribed, so please do subscribe. It makes a difference to the channel, and do give the video a like if it meant something to you. So today we are talking about bureaucracy. And interesting conversation, as I said. This guy was telling me last night, while we were celebrating the Victory in Europe 80 years in the community hall, he said that all the layers of bureaucracy that are in the UK and the rest of Europe, to be fair, because it's not just the UK, are layers of bureaucracy to stop the society moving forward. And we were talking about a number of things, but we were also covering the motorcycle licence. And he was saying how pathetic it was and all that good stuff. That his grandson or great-grandson couldn't take a motorcycle test unless it was over 3 weeks training and £2,000 and all that kind of rubbish. It isn't £2,000. What does this mean? The road is closed, but we can go right. Okay. Let's have a look. We'll take the next right. And he was saying, if you got to a precipice, a certain precipice politically, he said he guaranteed that you would be able to go into a post office and get a full motorcycle licence at a cost of £10, and then be moved on to the next section where they would give you 2 hours worth of training. if the right ingredients of the recipe came about. He said it's the same for the car. He said it'd be a few more hours for getting a truck license. He said, but it was guaranteed. He said it's only within a couple of hours you'd have a full motorcycle license, and then you would be moved on to get on with whatever you were doing. He said, but over the passage of decades, he said there was a bit of a blip in the Falklands War, he said, regarding certain things. And he said, oh, I'm going to have to turn around. Oh well, not to worry, not to worry, not to worry. We were saying that, let's go back. Oops, I've got my indicators on. I didn't realise that. Daft sod I am. So, look at that. Just look at that. Hang on, let's go backwards. I wish I got a reverse gear, but I don't. Just look at that. Is that beautiful? Look at that. So yeah, he said something about the Falklands War, where there were considerations about stopping a few layers of bureaucracy that had built up to that time. He said, but it sort of happened in one or two areas, and he said it's just layer on layer on layer of bureaucracy that's not necessary. And what it does is it slows down societal growth. What do you think to that? What do you think? Absolutely super interesting. And I never thought about it before. And you know that I like to do provocative or thought-provoking content. There's only so much stuff I can do on motorcycles, yeah? I can't keep on test riding a Triumph T120, yeah? So I come out with interesting content indirectly associated to motorcycles. So, what's your thoughts on this? So at a push of a button, all this bureaucracy could be removed. Super interesting, super interesting. Let's go up here. Bishop's Offley. Beautiful country roads and lovely weather. It is the beginning of May. I think it's the 9th of May today, and I think it's the 9th. It is the 9th because it was last night, the 8th of May, that I was talking to this gentleman. And whilst it still feels a little cool, it's beautiful sunshine. Beautiful sunshine. Beautiful. What do you think? Anyway, you'll notice that for those viewers that are looking at me, you'll notice I've got a black helmet on. So I went and I've taken this off one of the guys who never used it, and I've also got a different camera mount on the chin, and I'm just trying it out, and I'm trying the microphone in this helmet to see if it produces audio that you can easily understand. Let's take a right here. Let's take a right. Look at this. What do you think to this? Look at this for a road. Let's slowly go through this. Look at the walls on it. Absolutely amazing. I'd forgot about this road. There you go. What do you think? Look at that. You don't get this everywhere. Unbelievable. Anyway. So I'm trying this helmet out. In readiness to go to the Czech Republic, I shall be taking this helmet as it's a flip helmet. It is the Shark Evo ES, Echo Sierra ES. And I have tried this camera mount. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this. I've ordered another one, a cheap one, because I haven't got loads and loads of money to bring you content, and I can only survive on what I get from YouTube and things like that, which isn't a lot of money at all. It's not a lot of money, and I'm going to make sure that hopefully the audio from this helmet is as good as my other Shark, which is not a flip helmet, so hopefully there will not be too much wind noise here. Anyway, going back to the subject of bureaucracy, he also shouted out, if you've got this far, right, if you've got this far, he says bureaucracy layers can be removed instantly, and he said all you've got to do is go back to COVID and the vaccines. Now normally vaccines take years. Look at those, just look at those. Let me turn it around. He said he said let's just make sure there's nothing coming. He said normally vaccines, and I understand this because you know I work in pharmaceuticals in IT. Yeah, I do IT in pharmaceuticals. Just look at these beauties. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? Oh, they're coming over. They're interested. Maybe. Aren't they beautiful? What do you think? Let's lift the visor up. So they were saying that the layers of bureaucracy can be ripped away straight away. He says it just takes a catalyst to stop the bureaucracy, and COVID was a great example where a vaccine or a number of vaccines could be created within months or weeks, yes, whereas it normally takes months and years. Yeah, I'm not disputing whether the efficacy of the vaccine was good or bad. We're talking about bureaucratic layers. And when you get to a precipice, all this bureaucracy is removed. Do you get the point? Does this mean something to you? I hope I'm not just babbling on. I think the point is, you can remove it when needs be. And it's there to slow things down a little. Yeah? And it's not necessarily required. Look at this brave one. Hello. Oh, they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Looks like this is this year's calves. Maybe. Yeah, they are. Absolutely beautiful. Right, so I'm going to bring the video to an end, and hopefully you enjoyed the content. Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Is this unadulterated rubbish, or does it mean something? Ride safely, be kind to everyone, and eat healthily. As I'm looking at all these moo cows, one of them's getting brave and wondering what I'm doing. Have a great day. The summer's coming in the UK, and for the rest of the world, thumbs up for everything that we're doing in the world. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.